You've also committed recently that even if we take bold action, we're not going back to the same economy and that it will be more difficult for workers going forward. So my question is this: we've seen how the Fed and Treasury action supported the stock market and benefited the wealthiest people in this country. What can the Fed do, Chair Powell, to make sure that workers don't get left behind again?
Thank you, Senator Brown. So I would say this: we have provided and will continue to provide very strong support for the economy and for workers in particular through the use of our tools. And we remain committed to using all of our tools to their fullest extent for as long as is necessary to get us through this difficult period. We've thought about this collective effort, this government-wide effort, as one that involves getting the people and the businesses that constitute the economy across the chasm created by the pandemic, getting them safely to the other side, to the post-pandemic economy. And I think, frankly, that the fiscal policy, particularly the CARES Act, deserves the lion's share of the credit in creating that bridge so far. It may be that we need more on that front, but from the standpoint of the Fed, you can be sure that we'll continue to use our tools. And by the way, those tools would include Section 13.3 facilities, which remain available to us under the law. And as the Secretary pointed out in his letter, they can be backed up by exchange stabilization funds should the legal requirements for such funds be met.
Chair Powell, does the Fed have an obligation to address the problems of inequality that many argue Fed actions have amplified, especially in addressing inequality in communities of color?
I think inequality is a very important and ever more broadly understood problem in our economy. These persistent disparities along racial and gender and other lines really hold our economy back. I think that the Fed has a contribution to make there. It is not the principal contribution. I think that really fiscal policy and Congress has and the private sector too have very important roles there. What we can do is a lot of what we're doing, which is to focus on maximum employment, which is your order to us. That's the goal you've set forth for us, and to really take that idea seriously. And I think you've seen with the most recent modifications to our operating framework that we are taking it seriously and focusing on these issues more as holding the whole economy back.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.